for joining me. As always, if you're here from another site, please put it in the chat. Otherwise, we will get started the way of class set up today. We'll be doing 2 rounds for this circuit with 2 sets per exercise, 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest will be the timing the entire time. We have 6 exercises, and the way I have it set up is that first set you will be working it all on one side, so either the right or the left, and then that second set you will do it all on the other side, so we're really focusing on each set or each side with each set. So I will go ahead and demonstrate our 6 exercises. We will start on the ground. Legs back. We're going to be doing a hip lift. So keeping those legs straight. You're coming up and you're lifting your hips up off the ground. But as you do it, your toes will be twisting towards one side, lifting one side of your hip off higher than the other. If that is too challenging to keep your legs straight the whole time, you can keep it bent and do a reverse crunch with that twist. It'll be a little bit more modified than keeping those legs straight. Then our second exercise, we're flipping it over, coming into an elbow plank. We have hip dips. So you're coming down, but you're only going to drop it down to that one side. And then that second set, you'll be dropping it down to the other side. Our third exercise, flipping it back over, legs bent. We have that knee to toe touch. So you're bringing in that elbow to opposite knee and then toe to opposite hand, always making sure to lift that shoulder blade off the ground as you work. And then we have side plank, a half side plank, coming down, elbow underneath that shoulder. You're coming up on your knee and you're bringing in that elbow and knee, making sure your chest isn't folding forward, nice and straight, hips are up, not sagging down. And then we will be doing a single leg crunch. One leg will be bent, the other leg will be extended, and you will just be sitting on up, making sure nice mini crunch, just enough to get your shoulder blades off the ground. And then our final exercise, in case you haven't noticed, we're alternating between planks. We'll be in a high plank position, doing rotations. So you're keeping it all on that one arm. You're just tapping that hand back down and then bringing it up, making sure you're not overextending. Your arms should be making one nice long line. We're going to get started with that hip lift. So go ahead and lay on your back. Try and do it with those legs extended. As you're coming off, you're twisting those toes one way. If that's too challenging, again, you can do it modified by having those knees bent. Whew. We're getting started. 2 sets. So that first set, pick whichever side you want to be twisting to. And then that second set, we're going to switch it and twist to that other side. We are getting started in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Twist those toes out to one side, lifting one side of your hips up just a little bit more. Five seconds. Go ahead and rest. We'll be switching sides. So same exercise, but this time we're twisting to the opposite side in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. We have 15 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Flip it over. We're coming up onto our forearms for that elbow plank. And then we're dropping that hip down to one side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Lower that hip down. Stopping to right before it touches the ground. All on one side. So you're just doing that half little dip. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're switching sides, same exercise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Drop it down to that other side. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. We got the knee to toe touch. Laying on your back. Knees bent. Hands by your head. 3, 2, 1. Bring in elbow to opposite knee. And then extend hand to opposite toe. You're doing it all on one side. Go ahead and rest. You're switching arms and legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds left. Roll over onto a side, half side plank. Elbow underneath that shoulder. We're coming up on the knee, keeping your arm and leg extended. 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips up. And then in that side plank, you're crunching in, bending that elbow and knee together. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Roll over or flip sides. Woo. We got 7 seconds. We're coming back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Same thing. Bring in that elbow and knee. 10 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Roll it back. We have one leg bent, one leg straight. We're sitting up. Nice little crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You're keeping that bent leg in between the arms as you sit up. Only bringing it up enough so that your shoulder blades come off the ground. A modified version is you're going to keep one of those legs on the ground instead of both in the air. If that's still too challenging, then you can keep both feet flat and just do the crunch. 2, 1, go ahead, switch those legs. Try and keep them in the air for as long as you can. 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds. Go ahead and rest. We're flipping it over. Our final exercise of this first round. High plank rotations. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees off the ground. You're bringing that arm straight in the air. Making sure not to roll past too far. Try and keep that butt low. Hand underneath your shoulder. Two, one, go ahead and rest. We got one final set in this first round. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Ten seconds. Go ahead and rest. We are starting back at the top with those hip lift twists. Lay on your back, legs extended. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it on up. Twist your feet to one side. Modified version is keeping those knees bent, doing a reverse crunch twist that way. We have 15 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. We have one final set for this exercise. Flipping it to the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise it up. 10 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Turn it over. We're coming up into that elbow plank. Hip dips in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that hip down just on one side. Keep your elbows underneath your shoulders, hips down, butt is not in the air. Two, one, go ahead and rest. We have one more set of these, dropping that hip down to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds. Go ahead, turn it over on your backs. Feet flat, legs bent. We have knee to toe touch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbow to opposite knee, then extending it up, making sure you're lifting that shoulder blade off the ground every single time. Go ahead and rest. Stay in position, hands by your head. We're switching arms and legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Go ahead, turn it onto your side. Half side plank. Elbows and knees, those other arms and legs extended. We're coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up. We have less than 5 minutes of this workout left. Make sure that elbow is right underneath the shoulders. Foot right behind that knee. Keep that hip up. We got 10 seconds. Go ahead, drop it down. Switch sides. Woo. We are coming up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Breathe through it. Keep that chest up nice and proud. 10 seconds. Last time we're doing this exercise. Give me 2 more reps. And rest. Bring it down onto your back. Single leg crunch. 1 leg bent, 1 leg straight. Your hands are outside of that thigh. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it up. Try and keep both legs in the air for as long as you can. And then if it gets too challenging, you can drop one down. And then if that's still too challenging, you can drop both. Go ahead and rest. Switch those legs. Woo. Get that arm extended, ready to crunch up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Just small little crunches to get your shoulder blades off the ground. You don't have to sit all the way up. 10 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. We are down to our final exercise. 2 sets. Plank rotations, hands and feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Rotate that hand, bringing it up to the sky. Keep the hips down. Hand right underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and rest. We are switching sides. Woo. Final 35 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Keep that supporting arm nice and strong. Less than 15 seconds. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. That was hardcore. We are going to get into some stretching. Ooh, okay. We will start laying on our backs. Legs extended, arms out by your side. You're gonna pick that right leg up, bend it and bring it across and over the left side of your body, making sure you keep that right shoulder blade on the ground. And then in this position, I want you to bend that left leg back and try to reach for that left ankle with your right hand, still keeping that right shoulder blade on the ground, nice and flat. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead and release that left leg. Bring your right leg back over. We're gonna do the same thing just on the opposite side now. Left leg bent and brought over the right side of your body, shoulder blade flat. You're gonna bend that right leg, try and reach for it with your left hand. Try and look over your left shoulder as you're doing this. Three, two, one. Go ahead, release your right leg. Bring your left leg back over. Bend those legs so your feet are flat. We're gonna sit up nice and slowly. Bringing those legs together, crisscross. Whew. We're taking our left hand. We're gonna place it on the ground beside us. Forearm down with it. You're tilted over to that left side. We're taking our right arm and just bringing it overhead. You should feel a nice long stretch going down the right side of your body. Hold it there. Go ahead, place that right arm flat on the ground, almost next to that left hand. And hold it there. Three, two, one. Bring that right arm back down to that right side. Press on up, sitting up nice and tall. We're taking our right hand, bringing it to the right side of the ground. Forearm down, bringing that left arm up and over. Stretch going down the left side of your body. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale and bring that left hand down. Making sure you're keeping that left hip still on the ground. Don't let it come up off the ground. Three, two, one. Bring the left arm back down to your left side. Press on up. We're sitting up nice and tall. Hands on the ground in front of you. We're gonna slide it forward. Still sitting crisscross applesauce. Really try to bring your chin to your chest. Stretch those hands out as far as you can. Go ahead and walk those hands over to the left side. And go ahead, walk those hands over to the right side. Bring it back center. We're gonna slowly slide it back and roll up nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, place your hands out to the right side of you. We're gonna press on up, coming into quadruped position, hands and knees. We are going to bring our right hand off the ground, bring it straight up into the air, twisting to the right. And then I want you to take that right hand, bring it behind your back, trying to grab onto your hip or your shirt. Hold onto that and then keep twisting towards that right side to stretch out your shoulders. In this position, I want you to bring your left ear down to your left shoulder to stretch out your neck, down the right side of your neck. 3, 2, 1. Bring that head back up. Release that right hand. Bring it back over, down onto the ground. We're going to switch sides now. Left hand coming straight up, twisting to the right. You're going to bring it behind your back now. Trying to grab onto your hip or your shirt. Pull that elbow back to stretch out your shoulder. And then while you're in this position, you're taking your head and bringing that right ear down into your right shoulder. Three, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Release that left hand. Place it back down on the ground. Next, we're going to step that right foot forward into a left hip flexor stretch. Then I want you to walk that right foot far away from your hand. And then we're going to bring it down onto our forearm. You should feel a stretch in the right of your inner thigh. Go ahead, press your hands back up. And then I want you to lift that left knee off the ground. And we're going to twist and bring that left hip to the floor. Three, 2, 1. Press it back up. Step that right foot back. Bring it back down onto your knees. You're going to step that left foot forward into that hip flexor. And then we're going to walk that foot away from that left hand. Bring it down onto our forearms into that lizard stretch. Three, 2, 1. Press back up. Lift that right knee off the ground. Twist that right hip to the floor. And then go ahead, press back up. Bring that left foot back. Walk your hands back just a little bit into a downward dog position, upside down V. I want you to drop both feet flat on the ground. Stretch out those calves. Push the shoulders back. Keep those legs nice and straight. And then go ahead, walk the hands back into your feet. Hands on the ground. If you can't touch the ground with your legs straight, go ahead and bend them. And then in this position, I want you to put your hands on the back of your skull, kind of the base of your head. Interlock those fingers, and then open those elbows nice and wide. And just kind of let gravity pull you down. Just stretching a little bit deeper down the lower part of your back. Three, 2, 1. Release your hands back to the ground. We're going to roll up nice and slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it down for a nice big inhale in 3, 2, 1. We're down. Inhale up through the nose. Reach for the sky. And then go ahead, exhale, back down. That is all I have for class today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, hopefully I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. If you still want to sign up for one of our Olympics programs, you can still sign up. We're doing burpees on Thursday. It'll be a lot of fun, and I promise I won't do any other burpees in my classes.
Okay, thank you, Pauline. Have a great day.
You too, Alex. Have a good one.
Thank you.